A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Viewers at home, I say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you. I want to welcome you today. I'm Imam Said Adekunle, welcome you to your program called Rasul on Kiin Radio and Kiin Media. Today, inshallah, the short hadith that we'll be looking at is the hadith that whosoever understands this hadith and decides to make it applicable in his life would have little or no problem at all as it has to do with depression especially. The Prophet ﷺ was reported to have said, "Unzuru ila man huwa asfala minkum, wala tanzuru illa man huwa fawqakum, ajdaru alla tasdaru ni'matallah." The Prophet said, look at those on whom Allah has bestowed little favor than He has bestowed upon you, and do not look at those upon whom Allah has given more favors than yours. If you decide to do that, hajdaru Allah tasdaru ni'matallah, it will make you to belittle Allah's favor on you. Anybody that takes delight at always seeing someone who is more favored, this person is riding a big car, he has built another house, he's traveling abroad, this is the 10th Umrah that he's performing. If you are the type that will always look at such person, then definitely you will always see yourself as someone that has not been favored by Allah. But when you see somebody that has more than you, and at all times you direct your mind to that person that has not been given as much as you have been given, then you always show appreciation to Allah. A psychologist said that when you have a cup, anybody that feels his cup as half empty, half filled, will have every cause to show gratitude than someone who views his cup as half empty. If you have a cup that has half water in it, when you see it as half filled, you know that yes, I am getting somewhere. But when you always see it as half empty, then you always have problem with what Allah has given to you. Do not forget this, that you should always look at those upon which Allah has given lower and lesser, smaller favor than He has given you, than those that Allah has bestowed more favor than He has given you. If you do this, you always have every cause to show gratitude to Allah. Till we come your way again another week on the same episode of Call Rasul on Kiin Media, Kiin Radio and Kiin Media. I am your brother in faith. I say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You're welcome to this beautiful segment once again, MUSLIMAH and Modesty on Kiin Media. And don't forget, I still remain your humble presenter, Shukflo Adebayo. So last week, we all talked about MUSLIMAH and Modesty with fashion. I believe we've all got through it and we've had a rethink about it. Maa Sha'a Allah, may Almighty Allah continue to make it easier for us. So over the weekend, I've heard a lot of people talking about, hey, yes, okay, fine, modesty is not expensive, modesty. Thank you for accepting that part, that modesty is not expensive. So inshallah, this program is going to be splitted into two today. We will be talking about how a Muslimah should dress and the color combination for a Muslimah. We will help you out with that. So Muslimah and modesty, this is the part where the fashion is going to come up. So enjoy this program with us. So let's quickly go through the first segment, which is how a Muslimah should dress. We don't go for just a single outing or a single occasion. We go to the offices, we go to parties, we go to conferences, and sincerely, I will accept with you that it is not the same dress that we wear to the same occasion. But definitely, there are some dress that we definitely go for all occasions. I'm going to the office on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How should I dress? What should I put on? It is really not necessary for you to put on something tight. So let's go through some clothes. We have the palazzo trouser. We all know, we love trousers. I know our Muslim sisters love trousers. Yes, it is allowed. We can put it on. I love it as well. So putting on a trouser, it can be well combined with a kimono. a kimono jacket is apt. And if you want to put a top notch on it, putting on a turtleneck long sleeve top, then adding your kimono to that palazzo. I believe we've started imagining how it will look like. Apt. And it's going to look much more perfect. We have our gowns. Mostly when we are going to the office, it is seriously not essential that our gowns drag the floor. The major thing is our gown should go above the knee so that we'll be able to use it to pray. So you can put on a straight gown. Also, we have the pleated gown. We have the flare gown. You can put on any of it. Mostly, it must be above your knee. It is mostly important. And aside that, we have our skirts. Yes, Muslimas, our sisters in Islam. I believe you're enjoying this vibe. So putting on your skirt, you have the long skirt, the straight skirt. It must not be too tight. It must not be revealing. And one thing is, if you are putting on a skirt that is going to be tight, it is important to put on your kimono jacket. We love tight outfits. No problem. It is allowed, but there are ways to put it on. After putting on your straight gown, which is fitted, fine. For more convenient, just help me put on that your kimono jacket. It's going to go on well with it and to be much more beautiful and well combined and well respected. So your gown with a turtleneck, long sleeve, or a normal top, then you put on your kimono, or you put on your flare skirt. A flare skirt with your top blouse is okay. And we have a pleated skirt. Pleated skirt always come out nice and great. So putting on your pleated skirt and having a nice blouse is nice as well. Also, you can put on your jalabia. Yes, it is allowed. Some organizations accept that. Note that your organization is going to agree with you to put this on. For conferences, all these outfits are put on. I've talked about the palazzo, the skirts, everything. You can put it on to your offices, to your organizations, party and events. For dinner parties, Muslims, we have everything top notch. You don't really need to put on something revealing for your dinner party. Put on a nice flowered or a plain gown. It's going to come out nice and you look beautiful on it. So inshallah, on our next segment, we will be talking about the color combination and we will enjoy it. Thank you very much. Once again, I'm Shukra Adiba and I'm here on Kiin Media.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode of Fruits and Foodies from Kiin Media. It's good to see everybody. Ramadan Mubarak. Today we'll be talking about pineapple and watermelon juice. This is watermelon and this is our pineapple that we had already peeled. Now don't forget that in this episode as well, we are going to be talking about fruits that are also economical, that can be affordable for everybody at home. So watermelon, like we said, you might have leftover watermelons from yesterday's iftar. Just keep it in the freezer and you use for your juice if you don't like eating watermelons that are too frozen. Now you have pineapple. Don't forget with yesterday that if you want your fruit juice to be spicy, you use as much ginger as you like. If you don't want it to be spicy, you can even stay away from ginger totally. So today we'll be using pineapple. This is 1 cup of pineapple because it depends on how sweet you want this one to be. Now this is a very, very sweet recipe. Now the pineapple here is supposed to help you to make this watermelon very, very sweet. It's going to serve as our sweetener in this juice. Now don't forget that we are also talking about fruit juice that we can make as fast as possible for our mommies that are working. You come back from work but you don't want to drink soda and you want to do fruit juice. You can always just pick up your watermelon and do it as fast as possible once you have a blender. Now, as you can see, we talk about the water contents inside watermelon. You can see this is still the water that we can see. You don't need too much water when you talk about watermelon. It helps in replenishing lost water and electrolytes during Ramadan. You can see we are not wasting too much of our time. Now, don't let's forget that when blending pineapple, it is the core that was always giving us issues with our blender. So this one is going to be needing a little bit more of water, unlike the only watermelon juice. So that's that. We'll see. All this you can do under 10 minutes in the comfort of your home. So don't forget, you have to be very careful. And you see, you can see the color is a little bit lighter than when you use just watermelon. And this you can do immediately you come back from work, so as to make it very, very fast. You don't even need to store it in the freezer if you don't want to. If you don't even have the freezer, just do it and drink immediately. You don't need to even refrigerate it as much as possible. Don't forget, it is also very, very economical to buy pineapple and watermelon. With 1,000 naira, I'm sure you can also make this juice. But, so, pour inside our cup. Wow, lovely. I'm sure you want to have it. It's something you can do at home. Don't forget, it is as economical as possible. And don't forget to follow us on Kiin Media NG on our Facebook page, Instagram page, YouTube page, and Twitter handle. During Ramadan, the best thing to do is drink water and take as much fruits as possible. Stay away from carbonated drinks, and you have a very, very healthy Ramadan. Remember to take your fruits and fruit juice if you don't want to take just fruits alone. Bye-bye.